Hello and welcome. The Pyramids of Giza have baffled scientists and researchers for centuries, especially the Great Pyramid. The Pyramid of Khufu alone is made of about 2.3 million stones, each weighing over 70 tons. And to top it off, the pyramid is around 150 meters tall. I know numbers aren't everyone's favorite, but these figures are truly mind-blowing. How on earth did the ancient Egyptians manage to lift such heavy stones to such incredible heights? Even with today's technology, machinery, and modern construction methods, this would be extremely challenging. And yet, over 4,000 years ago, these people built this massive structure with no modern tech, no cranes, no cement, just some simple metal tools and wooden implements. Even stranger, they managed to perfectly fit the stones together without any adhesive. The answer, it seems, is one of two things. Either these people were extraordinarily skilled, or they discovered a construction method so simple yet so ingenious, no one had thought of it before. I'm Amabdine, and in this episode of Midnight Questions, we're diving into how the pharaohs built the pyramids. But before we begin, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. There are countless theories about how the pyramids were built. Some are outright rejected, some are plausible, and some are just plain amusing. One of the more out-there ideas is that aliens built the pyramids. Yes, really. While it may sound ridiculous, there are actually studies and researchers who take this seriously, and a surprising number of people genuinely believe it. Of course, it's not logical at all. It's just a hypothesis. Another common misconception is that the pharaohs were giants, like the characters in myths such as Attack on Titan. People imagine these towering beings lifting huge stones with their bare hands. But it's simply not true. The pharaohs were normal-sized humans. Their mummies, found in museums, show no evidence of superhuman stature. Even their coffins were ordinary sizes, so there's no giant magic here. The traditional story goes like this. Stones were quarried in southern Egypt, transported to Giza, and then hauled up ramps around the pyramid using wooden rollers and ropes. And voila, the pyramids were built. Sounds simple, right? But let's pause. Scientifically, this is highly unlikely. A dirt ramp couldn't possibly support 70-ton stones. They'd sink immediately. Wooden rollers wouldn't withstand such weight either, not without steel reinforcement. Some estimates say the ramp would need to be 10 times the size of the pyramid itself. And if such colossal ramps and roads existed, we should see traces. But we don't. Some modern hypotheses suggest they might have poured water on the ramps to reduce friction. But even that doesn't solve the core problems. How did they lift millions of massive stones without cranes or any modern lifting equipment? And how did they fit the stones together perfectly without cement? Ancient writers speculated methods like air displacement between stones, but that's just guesswork, requiring technology they clearly didn't have. Here's where it gets interesting. Swiss researcher Joseph Davidovits proposed that the stones were cast in place, not carved from quarries. The pharaohs allegedly used a mixture of clay and chemical additives to create a material that, when set, became as hard as natural stone. This would explain many of the mysteries. No need to carve every single stone with extreme precision. No need to transport 70-ton stones long distances. No need to lift them hundreds of meters. Tests of similar mixtures have produced stones that mimic the real pyramids almost perfectly. Essentially, the Egyptians were casting giant stone blocks in moulds, then letting them set right where they needed them. Ingenious, isn't it? This theory isn't 100% proven yet, but it's the most plausible explanation we have so far. It shows just how advanced the Egyptians were in chemistry, construction, and planning. Knowledge that even modern technology struggles to match. So, to answer the question, how did the pharaohs build the pyramids? They either discovered an incredibly clever casting method, or they had skills and knowledge we're only beginning to understand. If you've got a midnight question that keeps you awake, leave it in the comments and we'll tackle it next. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, especially if this is your first time watching. Hit that bell so you get our latest videos straight away.